What is up, guys? It's your boy Blackrue back with another video. Before I get started, cue Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was Blackrue Investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting, so we binge on that Blackrue Investing. Best believe I was Blackrue Investing. That course in this race we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue Investing. Best believe I was Blackrue Investing.
My man Indigo. All right, guys, before I forget to switch it, let me switch it over here to here. I'll give people a little bit of time to come on in here. Quickly, what I was thinking here, I guess I'll wait for more people to come in. But yesterday, what I told you guys about the whole Sam Bankman-Fried thing that we were doing on Rockfin, it's going to be actually not live. So I'll let you guys know when that's available on Rockfin for you guys to go take a look at it. So I just wanted to give you that news while we're waiting for folks to come in here. Okay, so basically, I was sitting around thinking, okay, what happens, like, if you just had $100 to put kind of on a quote-unquote lottery ticket, right? Coins under 2 cents, okay? And I was like, okay, how much conceivably can you buy of a coin if you took $100 and you put it on a coin under 2 cents? Of course, it all depends on the cost of the coin, right? But let's just use 2 cents as the like high watermark. So anything under 2 cents, you're gonna get more coins, right? But let's say $100 divided by 0.02. So you're going to get 5,000 coins, all right? Which could be pretty crazy if, like, say that coin reaches $1, right? So we're talking about holding till the next, like, Bitcoin halving, right? So 2024, like, wait for the whole thing after the halving. Ooh, got something in my eye. Wait for the halving to happen, kick in, and, you know, 2024 into 2024, 2025, you're letting go of this thing, right? Conceivably, are there any coins worthy of that? And like I told you guys a little bit here lately, I've become more of a maxi than I have an altcoin guy, but there are a few different coins. 5 exactly. I gave more to the patrons. Of course, if the Patreon is something you want, just check out any link to any of my video. It's in the description. But the top one on that list, which I could not even fathom when I looked at it, is Gala Games. So Gala Games is just barely under 2 cents here at 0.19. This is probably one that they were holding, DCG. So it got as low as 1.85. It's now sitting at 1.93. Mind you, remember, this guy was as high as 70 cents, guys. As high as 70 cents. And they've actually been doing stuff. So this is not some slouch type of coin that we're talking about here. So let's pull up Gala Film. And let's pull up Gala Music. So they're hitting all 3 of these platforms, right? All 3 of these like kind of media things. So not only are they hitting play to earn games, they're also hitting film, and they're also hitting music. And I think it just passed the time where you could have bought a node. I think they kind of like they offer them for a time, and then any nodes that aren't purchased, they just burn them. So here they already have an anime out called Ghosts of Ruin. Apparently you can buy it right now. They have a action adventure out. Razor looks like you could buy it now. The making of the Chronic. So the whole kind of death row IP is over here through Snoop Dogg. So Snoop Dogg's retelling the stories behind the Chronic. Dr. Dre's iconic 1992 album. Four Down, Stephen Cantor's documentary based on the best-selling book, Not Without Hope. So they already got stuff over here. Gala Games, they already have some working things. They say Legacy and Echoes of the Empire are under development. Spider Tanks is live. Townstar is beta, but it's live. You can play it. Legends Reborn in development. Champions Arena, Fortitude Grit. Battlestar Galactica. That IP, right? In development. Eternal Paradox, so they looks like they got everything for everybody over here. MMOs, RPGs, Walking Dead here. They got a hold of that IP, I guess. Town Crush, Mirandus, Last Expedition, which looks Star Warsy. So they got all of that stuff over here. Then if we go to Gala Music, I know for a while they had some stuff up with Too Short, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, and E40. Like the best, like literally the best West Coast rappers possible, right? They took that down, it seems like. But you could probably still buy NFTs related to them or something. I think it's still on here. Let's see. Snoop Dogg, I see for him. All right, they got a couple artists over here. You can check them out. But let's see. They're selling NFTs to different people. Louis King. Okay, but you can see here, Death Row Records, they got that IP over here. You can see Snoop Dogg over here. Snoop has kind of gone all in with NFTs, it seems. I hate they took down that E40 thing though. That was a real good photo of those guys up that they had up. Okay, so Gala Games with all this stuff that they have going on, it seems like a fantastic buy at under 2 cents. So let's see what we got in here. Okay, nobody at the moment. I'll just keep going here. You make sure the sound and everything is good. Boom, we're good. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, perfect. So after Gala Games, I'd say the next thing to look at would be VeChain. So let's go pull up VeChain over here. 1 cent, one and like one and 1.5 cents, pretty much. And where was VeChain? Almost 22 cents. Now, thing with VeChain is the supply is pretty high here. Let's go back to Gala right quick before we continue on with VeChain. I want to see what the supply is for Gala. So Gala, not bad supply. Total supply for Gala is a little over 35 billion. So not too terrible. Under Cardano and Hedera, not too terrible. VeChain, we got 86 billion pretty much. 86.7 billion. That's a lot of supply. Now this is a supply chain crypto. They have deals in place with a whole bunch of different people. Tyson Foods, Walmart, Walmart China, Tyson Foods China, and Salesforce. So it's pretty crazy the type of things these dudes actually have in place. So like it's crazy that they have all of that in place and that they're at this low of a price. It's crazy. Like back here you would have been very, very happy with yourself. 0.003 and it goes all the way up to 22 cents, but there are very few places you could buy it if you're over here in the US, because I was searching for them and I couldn't find it back then. But still quite the bargain sitting here at 1.5 cents. Yeah, just quite the bargain. They have their DeFi up and running. We can go look at that. I think they only have like 1 million in it right now. So they're just a little bit more than just a supply chain crypto, but it continues to baffle me, like how many partners they have in tow. So only about 2 million in their DeFi right now. At its highest point, they had about 35 million in there. They really just had this DEX and then this V-Rocket. I'm not sure what that is. Probably another DEX, because sometimes when they say DEX, they're wrong about that. It'll be something else, but apparently they just have 2 DEXs for the moment. But yeah, check out my video I have on this. You might have to go a couple videos back, but I definitely have a video on VeChain. Its partners are supremely sick. Okay, now third on our list would be a coin called Proton. Now let's look at Proton over here. Proton intrigues me because they have a lending platform set up. And they're pretty high, like not too bad, high on the list. Like 4 million locked in their DeFi. And they just kind of got it going. At its highest point, they had like 33 million locked up in it. If we come over here and look at it, Proto Loan, it's their lending platform. And by using kind of like over leveraging, they can actually lend stuff out to you. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We're going to look at it right quick. Where is it? Markets. So besides the Proton token, they have this token called Loan. And they'll actually pay you this token if you actually borrow crypto sometimes. But you have to deposit a certain amount of collateral to be able to borrow here. And in some cases, they'll actually pay you to borrow a certain amount. So naturally, if you deposit Bitcoin, they're going to pay you to actually they'll pay you to loan your Bitcoin. It's crazy, right? But they've had tokenomics people or accountants or economics people, whoever the person is, to like work these numbers, and they've worked these numbers out right. So they can actually give you loan token for borrowing against your Bitcoin. For you to borrow against your own Bitcoin, they actually pay you some APY. Same goes for your Dogecoin. Same goes for your Ethereum. Only ones where you have to pay something is USD, Proton, MeadowDAO, and Tether. So pretty interesting that they have this, and they also have their own blockchain. It's called MeadowDAO. So it's pretty interesting what these dudes, what they have going over here at Proton. And let's check their price history. Proton. XPR. So it's sitting at 0.016. Wow. So $100 will get you a lot of tokens here. As you can see, along with everything else, it's just a fallen. It was as high as about 5 cents. So the next bull run, can we get 7 cents? We got 7 cents over here at one point. Let's see. Yeah, it's only been through one bull run. So heck, even if we get 14 cents at this price, that would look very, very very nice. But of course, again, these are kind of like lottery tickets. You got to be comfortable with saying, okay, I might just lose my $100 if that's something you're doing. Not financial advice, but I'm just letting you know with certain one of these, like Proton, you'd have to be kind of comfortable with not, this is a real project with real things that are happening behind it. But still, you have to be comfortable to say, okay, maybe not. So $100 with this would get you 62.5K coins here. So could be pretty crazy if it was like to go to like $1 or $3 or something like that. I'm not saying that it would do it anything like that, but just something to think about. So let's see here. We did Gala, we did XPR, we did VeChain. So now let's get into Clever. Clever is an exchange that has its own blockchain. It's based out of Brazil, so like they don't really have anybody else like impacting into their thing. Like they're not like based in Liechtenstein, like LCX or LCX or anything like that, or they're not trying to go up against Coinbase or anything. So they're based in Brazil, so they kind of got, I don't think there's too many things out there. Maybe they can use Binance as well, but it's built on Tron. And shout out to me if anybody lives in Brazil and they know of different things that you can use besides Clever, please let me know, because I'd like to know what Clever's competition is out there. Max supply is 10 billion, so a decent supply, not too high. And just the fact that they have an exchange and their own wallet to me, and they're like, they have a DeFi platform on their exchange. If we come over here and open that up right quick. The GUIs on their exchange look pretty cool, actually. You can see they really went through and cared about like making this look good. So you can buy a lot of the coins on Tron, but you can also buy, you know, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, ApeCoin, Engine, Chiliz, Doge, Sand, Binance, Matic, Decentraland, Maker. So they have a good amount of coins, and these are probably some Tron coins here. This IGG and the DVK, Uniswap. We know Uniswap from Ethereum. So, and this is like their DeFi coin, which there's a limited amount of, which is why it's so high right here. But pretty cool exchange. Like, I like how this looks. Like, the color scheme looks really nice, and the kind of layout looks really good. And that must be the founder here, possibly. But pretty cool exchange. Yeah, exchanges usually kind of go bullish you know, when we hit the bull run, most exchanges kind of pop off, because then you see kind of more adoption, more people finding out about crypto because Bitcoin's going up. So everybody's trying to get in on exchange, kind of figure it out, like, you know, how they can invest, right? So if we go back to Clever's price, it really only saw one bull run, and it went from where it was at. So it's actually lower than it was the last bull run. So that's even crazier to think about. But if it can vault right back up to 14 cents at 0.03, that could be pretty crazy. So we know it's an exchange. I kind of want to go over here and look and see how much traffic does it have going through it. Let's see if we can find it here. Oh, I don't know what I just clicked on. Sorry about that. Scale, they're pretty close to our 2 cent mark, but we're not going to cover them today. Okay, there we go. Exchanges, Clever Exchange. So spot trading, Clever Exchange is only seeing about 87K of volume going through it. Seemed like a very, very small amount. So yeah, that's a very, very small amount. I'm not sure how that ranks with other exchanges. Let's see if we can find that. Let's see. So if we go all the way down here. Okay, it's on the second page of oh, we must have passed it, I think. Didn't it just tell us 87? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's way down lower. Okay. Jeez. So there's Clever. Wow, that's pretty low. That's pretty low. So interesting. Well, it's under it's under some sense for a reason, but you know, all these exchanges tend to get a lot of traction when things get bullish. So Clever is our number 4, and then let me see who we got over here. What's up, Relaxing Serenity Sounds. Then for our last coin, we will say here AMP. Now, AMP is a Winklevoss Twins coin. They're kind of loosely affiliated with AMP. It's a part of the Flexa network. And a Flexa network is this network in which you can use crypto in order to buy different things. So if you use the Flexa app, you could buy things from Barnes and Noble. There's a couple other places, I think like Dunkin' Donuts. And Flexa is also something you can use, so to buy things like that. So the Winklevoss Twin Association is what makes AMP so much of a wild card to me, because the Winklevoss Twins and the Gemini Exchange, like, they're going through a little bit of stuff right now, but they're one of the only exchanges that you can use in the city of New York. So based on that, AMP and the Flexa network would be like one of the only, or one of the few payment accepted places, things in New York that you could use via that whole Winklevoss Twin connection. So that connection is what gives me a lot of hope for AMP. But then when you come over here and look at it, you see the max supply is very close to $1 trillion. So it's 99 billion plus, right? So for this to move, there's really going to have to be something that happens, right? But you see it down here. Last bull run, it actually made it to 11 cents. So sitting here at 0.003, if it can get back to 11 cents, you'd be pretty happy, right? But then again, only kind of using these as like a lottery ticket type of deal. Like, okay, set it and forget it, like type of deal. Like, okay, maybe it happens, maybe it don't. I don't really care. But out of all the 5 we just mentioned, I would say that Gala, of course, is the strongest one, followed by Proton, Gala, VeChain, Proton, AMP, Clever. Yeah, in that order. I might be tempted to have Clever go before AMP because exchanges just get so much money flowing through them. But I'll stick with that order for now. So let me see if we got anybody in the house today. All right, cool. So that's what we got for you guys today. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you would add someone to one of the coins to top 5. Let me know what do you think about the top 5. So thank you guys so much for coming out. Have a good one, guys. Peace.